Yeah, I've been away for ages now, 2 weeks pretty much. Today is obviously Sunday, the time when I'm recording this, that is. It may upload a little bit later on than that, but so yeah, I've been just taking a break, and unfortunately, it might have led you to think that I might have given up. That's not me at all. I'd like to continue making videos and entertaining you guys as well. And I'm going to start off with a vlog. And I haven't done this in ages, and it's not even a vlog, it's just a vlog style of thing. So I'm not really sure what to call it. I'll come up with a name pretty soon. But the thing is, I want to talk to you about some things today, and mostly why I've been taking a break. So I've been taking a break mostly because I went on holiday and I enjoyed it and it was a good time overall, and I thought that maybe it was a good idea to take a longer break, only I didn't realise just how long my break actually was. I've only just realised that I haven't made a video since I went away, and yeah, let's be truthful, it wasn't a pleasant time having nothing to watch, and I know what it's like having nothing to watch from someone I like to see. So here you go, a vlog. I will continue making more videos in the next few days, but until that happens, this is the only one for now. So, in other words, I'm going to start by talking about a guy I really like, and he is, of course, well, you may know him, you may not know him, you may be too young to even know who this guy is, and you may have never heard one of his songs before, but I guarantee that your parents or whoever's older than you may know who he is. And his name is Phil Collins. Now, you may not know Phil, I know him, he's a good guy. He was born in London in 1951, which is a long time ago, and he's an old guy now. And he's done lots of songs, and he's done works for, I believe, Genesis was one of the bands he was involved with. I think he was involved in another one, but I'm not too sure on what it was called. But Genesis is his main other project besides his own work, and he pretty much worked as the frontman, if you like, for Genesis to replace Peter Gabriel. And he's been. Let me just put this mildly. I don't personally dislike the guy. I really like the guy. My dream has always been to meet Phil Collins or to hear him perform live, and unfortunately, I've never had the funding to actually go and see him in person. And there's a lot of controversy around him because he is not very well liked by some very famous people, notably being Noel and Liam Gallagher from Oasis, and those two guys don't like Phil Collins, and Phil Collins was once quoted as saying that their music wasn't as good as they thought it was, and to be honest, I'm not saying he's right. I mean, if you like Oasis, that's fine with me. I don't particularly mind them, there's nothing I dislike about them or anything like that, it's just that Phil Collins is my number one guy. Oasis obviously comes second. So, yeah, sorry if that upset a few of you if you are Oasis fans. I do apologise, but I like Phil Collins, and I'm not afraid to say that. Now, that does not mean that his songs are absolutely brilliant, because some people may call them cheesy. I personally like cheesy things because back then, when he was recording them in the 1980s and 1990s, his sort of form of music was pretty much acceptable, and he dominated. He dominated the top 100 hits. I think he got several number ones throughout the 80s and 90s, and I've got to say, the songs are really deserving of that spot. Now, he's got a signature style about him, and that is, of course, this sort of reverb drumming thing that he does. It's kind of like a low melodic noise. It's very noticeable. If you ever hear it, then you'll know that Phil Collins is behind it in some form or another, because I don't think anyone can possibly replicate it, and I don't know how things like that work. I'm not a music expert. I don't know exactly how he creates these sounds, but you'll know it when you hear it. So again, I like the guy, great guy. People don't really tend to like him, and I think it was because the people liked his music a little bit too much. And this was back then. I mean, now there's no real excuse to hate on the guy because his music was overloved. And to be honest, I think if something's overloved, it's overloved for a reason because it's great. And I like the guy. I first heard one of his songs in the car with my mum. So yeah, from that moment on, I pretty much listened to all of his works. I still do today. I've got his CD, I believe, somewhere, and it's his most recent version. I think it was the 2016 CD, his album that he released with pretty much every single one of his singles on. So yeah, if you are a fan, then that is a definite must-have. I have it, but you also can get it on Spotify and other music apps like that. So, with all due respect, if you feel the same way as me, then that's great. But if you don't really like the guy too much, then that's okay. He's just a personal favourite of mine, if I'm honest, and he's great. In fact, I remember him very well because, well, I don't remember him very well. I just remember listening to his songs very well because if you've ever heard Take a Look at Me Now, I listened to that when I was getting over someone I really liked, and I thought it summed me up perfectly at that moment in time. I was very sullen, and it helped me get through it. And as songs do help sometimes, and they help me, so that's great. It's good that Phil was able to help me out of that moment in time, most likely inadvertently, because the song is from 1980 something, and it's a really good song though. You must give it a listen. And yeah, if you like it, then that's good. It's great. You feel the same way as me. Anyway, so video ideas, yes. I was going to continue the discussion time series, and I was thinking recently about doing an entire series based on GTA 5. And GTA 5 is a big controversial subject for me. For me personally, and I don't even think the internet knows what to think about it, because at the end of the day it is a good game, okay, it's okay, it's not as if it doesn't work or it blows up when it's in your console. It's not like that at all. It's just, it feels wrong to me, and I don't want to criticize it too heavily. That's the thing. So I don't want to be going on and on and on about a game where my personal problem. There's a lot of issues that I think should be pointed out. At least to me, they're issues. For a professional reviewer, they're probably just there by design. But there's a lot of issues that I have pointed out, so if you'd like me to do a series on that, please tell me, because I either want to do it or I don't want to do it. I don't want to be too negative, and I'll try and do multiple takes if it kills me. I just want to get it through you that I don't particularly not like. Well, I do like it. I do like the game. It's an okay game. It's just not my cup of tea right now. And I've been playing it for 4 years, like I said. I've got experience with the game, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well. And it's got to the point now where it's feeling, oh, I can't possibly describe it without being too negative about it. It feels crap now, and personally I'd like to do an entire series to make sure that you know why I feel that way. I'm just going to say it, I think it's not a very good game in the long run. It was back then, but right now it just doesn't work anymore, and it's lost its charm. And I just think that if they had just made it a little bit better from the get-go and fixed the problems, it wouldn't be such a big deal anymore. But since they haven't, I just think it needs to be talked about. So if you'd like me to do a series like that, please tell me in the comment section down below. So yeah, I've been doing things, I guess, and I bought a game called Lego Worlds, and let me just say, I don't care what anyone says about Lego games. Lego Worlds is a proper down-to-earth Lego game. Like, it's not... I played Lego games before. I played Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, and I also played Harry Potter on the DS, I believe. And I played Lego Batman, that was a Lego game, obviously, and there's tons of other titles. There's like Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, I think that was a thing, and Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, I think, and now it's turned into Marvel, whatever Majigas and stuff like that. So, whatever it is, Lego games have not really been about Lego much. And there's a lot of jokes to throw in there about Lego and stuff like that, but there never really has been a proper Lego game until now. And I say this because you can actually build with real Lego bricks, and I think the little kid is absolutely brilliant. Why did no one think of this before? It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know how they did it. I really don't know the technological details behind it all, but they somehow made the experience almost like playing with real Lego. Granted, there are some things that you can't do on it, but I'm pretty sure they may fix that in future. It is quite a recent-ish title, so yeah, there's probably a lot more coming down the way, and I've just got to say that I'm pleased with what they've given me, and I cannot believe it was this good. I thought that it would just be Lego Minecraft. It's nothing like that. It's a different thing, and it's for builders, people who want to build stuff. And I've got to say that if you don't have lots of Lego pieces at home, or you're just not into Lego anymore, I guarantee you, if you've been into Lego at any point during your life, you will feel a rekindlement inside you. You would feel like you're playing with it again, and you know, it's a brilliant thing. I can't praise it enough, possibly. I haven't heard much about it, so I don't think it's been that well received. But the good news is, I like the game, and I might do some videos on stuff that I built, and perhaps maybe do some tutorials if you need some help. But yeah, I mean, it's good for me because I'm a creative person, and I mostly build my own stuff. There's a lot of preset builds on there that are really cool, and you know, it's got something for everyone. So if you'd like to check that out, or you might want to see me do some videos on that, please don't forget to leave a comment. And I think, as sort of the ending point of the video, I might discuss my problem. Well, no, not my problem, but this underlying issue I have with just doing videos, because I'm running out of ideas. I've got a few videos, well, not a few videos, but a few games I can actually use for videos, and I've got to say, it's challenging to come up with new content. It's challenging to come up with ideas, and especially ones which aren't as long-winded as they've previously been. It's tough, really, to keep my persona in the game, because my persona doesn't really work on YouTube. I'm not gonna say I'm depressing or I'm sad. I'm just not the sort of person to go running around if I'm happy, you know what I mean? It's just that sort of calm and reserved attitude that I just take towards everything. It's not as if I'm not pleased with something. I'm not gonna say, I mean, I am going to say I'm pleased. I'm going to say I like something if I do like it. It's just that I'm not going to get too excited. There are certain points in my life where, you know, things happen, and, you know, stuff is obviously very good. It's amazing sometimes. Like when I got Lego Worlds, I just thought the building with actual bricks thing was absolutely amazing. I didn't really jump around for joy. I just said, yes, they did it right with this one. But, yeah, the force is strong with that one. That's my overall thing on Lego Worlds, I guess. So yeah, uh, so throughout this video we talked about Phil Collins, we've talked about Lego Worlds, and partly a little bit about my holiday and how it, led to taking a break off of things. And I didn't realise I'd taken that long of a break. I'm sorry. Okay, people do forget. But in sort of other news, what else have I gotten? I did manage to get Friday the 13th the game, and I know it's been out for a long time now, and I'm sort of late to the party on this, but really, I've never seen those movies, and something just disheartens me every time I say that because I feel bad for not seeing the films, even though I've got the game. But you know what? For any fan of the game, you'll probably enjoy it. Not for any fan of the game, sorry, the fan of the films. That's what I meant to say, sorry. For any fan of the films, you will probably like it. I mean, you get to play as Jason or the counselors, and that there's characters in there from the movies. I'm not sure about the voice acting. If the voice acting is kind of like accurate to any of the movies, I've never seen them, and I don't know if I recognise any of the actors anyway. But the good news is that if you're a fan, you'll most likely enjoy it, and it just has this sort of style about it. Even the intro credits, when they show what developers made the game and stuff like that. Even that has a style about it, and it's just brilliant. I think it's a good touch. That just made me happy to see someone actually try and replicate 1980s VHS, which was admittedly stuck. It had static on it and everything, but and the sound design is good. Music from the movies, most likely. Don't know if all the music from the movies are there, or if there's some of them they've just remixed or remade. But it's a good game overall. I think that it could be a little bit more polished, but for what it's worth, it's an okay experience, and it's a good pickup if you want it. It's because one of my friends is very interested in the franchise, and he decided to buy the game, and I thought that I might join him as well. So there you go, and that's the story on that. Now, I did recently purchase a PlayStation magazine whilst I was away. It's a UK version, and there's lots of news about upcoming things. I didn't see a mention about Battlefront 2 or for that matter. There wasn't many major mentions about mainstream titles. Like Battlefront 2 is a thing, and so is what else didn't they mention? They didn't mention. I keep forgetting. COD World War 2. They mentioned it in a single comment, like a little box, and that was the only mention I heard of the game. Perhaps because it's so recent. It's like coming out in a while, so I guess they didn't want to touch it. And I don't know about you, but the rest of the games, they look good. I saw Wolfenstein 2. I like the look of that. I haven't played the original Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein The New Order, but let me just tell you, for anybody who's actually interested in it, it looks like a good game. Looks like a good buy. I might check it out. Of course, New Order is. I've looked on a bunch of sites, and I went on this site called chilloutgames.com, and they essentially pay you money for your old titles. That's essentially what they do, but they do offer like retro games, like stuff for the Genesis or Mega Drive here in the UK. I don't know why they call it Mega Drive, but whatever. And yeah, they offer those games, like Super Mario, the original cartridges for the NES. And if you are a retro games collector, it's a good place to be. But they offer a lot of PlayStation 4 titles as well. to be honest, they're quite cheap on that side. There's a few outliers that I think were way off in pricing. Wolfenstein: The New Order. I don't know if it's because they've got a limited stock of it or whatever, but it was like £24. And other games that came out the very same year and are just as old and cost the same amount of money um, were around 15, I believe, 15, around about that price. So it was very expensive for some reason, and I don't know if the game is really, really popular or I don't know. They must have a limited supply of it because they do alter their prices based on that. A lot of sites do that. And you know, if I'm able to pick up the New Order, I'll kind of let you know. I just like to buy the sequel, to be honest, because the sequel looks really good. Just from an outlier's perspective, like I haven't played any of the games before. I don't know much about the franchise itself, but to be honest, it looks like a good sequel to me. The visuals look good. It's set in a world which I really like. It's something. There's also this horror game coming out from Korea, I believe. I don't know what it's called actually. I think it's called. It's like this thing, an anime style of thing where you're in like a school, but it's really scary apparently. And there's mentions of titles that have been and gone in there. There's lots of sort of Hall of Fame stuff where they get the most popular titles and they put it into thingy. They put it into a list and they essentially list their top 10 titles of this month, I guess, because it's a monthly thing. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of games coming out. It is kind of that season again, so I'll have to keep an eye out for things and let you know if anything catches my eye, because there's a lot of things that catch my eye. It's just the fact that sometimes you have to make a decision between one or the other, because you don't really want to be spending that much on something you may not even enjoy. I mean, no one likes to do that. So, in a nutshell, to end off the video, I'm just going to say leave a like, comment and subscribe if you are new to the channel and if you want to see more content from me. And I will be working on more stuff, don't worry about it, it's all in the bag, trust me. I may consider having an actual schedule, and if I do come up with one, then I will obviously tell you guys about it. So thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoy, and I'm glad that you're all here. Really glad that you're all here watching my videos, and I'm very thankful that at least some people are paying attention to my channel. It's very dormant, it's basically dead now. So in a nutshell, thank you very much for watching and goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.